Hi, I'm Doug Taylor, the CEO of the Smith Family, and this is the next in our instalment of conversations with the Smith Family. And today I'm with Wendy Field, who's our Head of Policy, Programs and Strategy team, and we're going to talk a little bit about the mix of programs that we're providing in the Smith Family and how we're thinking about it in our strategy going forward. G'day, Wendy.
Hi, Doug. How are you?
Good, thank you. So Wendy, at the Smith Family, we've got in our Learning for Life program, we've got this focus on financial support for families, parent engagement and education, and these wonderful programs we provide in about 700 schools right around the country. What are the mix of programs and why do we provide them to the students that we support?
We focused in on a number of sort of core areas that we think are central. The evidence says is central to children being able to succeed at school. They're not all of the issues that will impact on children's schooling, but our strategic plan or one of our strategic principles is do what we're best placed to do and partner with others for impact. So the areas that we focus on are scaffolding literacy numeracy. That's really fundamental to children being able to achieve and stay at school. Digital inclusion, which we think is the next frontier of educational disadvantage. Financial capability building. So one of the things about being relatively poor is that you need to be even better at managing your money. So financial capability building is important. And then a really strong focus on career pathways. And there's lots of evidence to underpin the rationale for that.
Yeah, fantastic. So there's a great range of programs, and I've had the opportunity to meet many of our team and our school partners, and they're having a significant impact, which is wonderful. In our 5-year strategy, we're looking to ensure that more of our students participate in these programs. How are we thinking about doing that? What's the plan to bring that to life?
So obviously, we'll need to have a range of ways that we think about implementing our programs. So the way we implement at the moment is in the main through our partner schools, and that picks up some of our students, but not all of our students, because it's really contingent on the school running the thing that student needs in the year that it's available for that student. So the logistics mean that students who could benefit sometimes from some of our programs are not able to. Right. So we're increasingly looking at a couple of other things. So partnering with others who run programs, and probably programs that are outside the scope of the programs that we run, although we're still working through that. Looking at how we can deliver more of our programs directly to students. And we'll do that in a number of ways. So obviously a good way to do that is through digital means. And again, that's contingent on our students being digitally included. So, but also, looking at more innovative things like running our programs after hours in community centres, or thinking perhaps about running programs in school holidays, which we've tinkered with before, but not gone down the track of.
Yeah, no, fantastic. So lots of ways to deliver these programs in new and innovative ways. And when you mentioned in the mix of things we do, this focus on careers education, and in our work at the moment, we're really dialing that up and doing more of that. Why have we kind of ventured more into the career space and supporting schools and students?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think all of the research shows that having good access to good careers advice and a good clarity around what your options are is really important. So what we know from the data is that at the age of 24, 1 in 3 disadvantaged young people is likely not to be in employment, education or training, compared to 1 in 15 more advantaged students. So there's a significant gap still in terms of both employment and life outcomes for young children who grow up in disadvantage. And the evidence is clear that if you can support those children and young people to understand what their options are, to have clearer alignment around their course of study and their career pathway, and to understand what's involved in the world of work, then they're more likely to go on to be in employment and training. Obviously, one of the challenges for the students that we support is that, poor people tend to know poor people, and they tend to have less in the way of networks, so less in the way of people who can give them good advice and inform them, or even help them find a summer job. Or so, if my son is looking for a placement in science, I probably know somebody who knows somebody who can help him. But if you're growing up in a family where nobody has worked for a while, that's much less likely. So part of what we do is, I suppose, take that, how everybody has a role to play, and think about how we can use the networks that we have to support those young people to be able to access opportunities and hear from others about how they can improve their pathways and perhaps choose the right course of study.
Fantastic, yeah. So that's an exciting part of our work with our Growing Careers project. We're working with the Commonwealth Government at about 60 schools around the country to test a new way of an effective mix of elements of a good careers program.
Yeah, there's been report after report that says, here are the things that you need to do. But, I think we're one of the few organisations who are actually trying to have a crack at saying, if you do it in this structured way and sequence according to, young people's interests and developmental phases, then it's likely that you'll get, a good outcome. Yeah. So who knows?
Yeah.
We're testing it.
We're testing it, which is the way we work. Try, test and learn. So thanks so much, Wendy. That's terrific. So there's some insights into how we think about the delivery of our programs with our school partners, and that's a key element of our strategy for the next 5 years.